After a long and anticipated wait, their newest armored monster has finally arrived. On January 27, 2026, at the Montelibretti Experimentation Center, the Italian army officially took delivery of the first 4 Lynx KF-41 units. This isn't just a simple vehicle handover. It marks the dawn of a new era under the Army Armored Combat Systems, or A2CS program. The ceremony was attended by Defense Minister Guido Grosseto and Italy's top military brass, signaling just how critical this German-engineered steel is for replacing an aging fleet that has long reached its breaking point. While the initial contract signed at the end of 2025 covers 21 vehicles, the true ambition is massive. Italy plans to acquire up to 1,050 Lynx units to completely overhaul its heavy brigades. The harsh reality on the ground is that Italy has relied on the VCC-80 Dardo for far too long. Since the late 90s, the Dardo has been the backbone of Italian mechanized infantry. But that 23-ton platform is now essentially a relic, being forced to stay alive. With its mixed steel and aluminum hull, the Dardo simply has no room left for armor upgrades. It fails to meet modern standards for mine resistance, lacks the electrical power needed for high-end digital systems, and has no space for modern command and control integration. This inability to evolve is exactly why Rome scrapped minor upgrade plans and pivoted toward a heavy-class platform through the A2CS program. Technically speaking, the Lynx KF-41 is a predator in a completely different league. Weighing between 40 to 50 tons, this vehicle offers protection levels far superior to the Dardo. Inside, there is room for 3 crew members and 8 fully equipped infantrymen, supported by a massive internal volume designed to house future mission systems without needing to cut into the hull structure. It is currently powered by a Liebherr diesel engine pumping out over 1,100 horsepower, mated to a Rank HSWL 256 automatic transmission. This allows the Lynx to hit speeds of 70 kilometers per hour, incredibly impressive for a giant of this scale. Even in rough terrain, the Lynx can climb 60% gradients and cross 2.5-meter trenches, ensuring it never lags behind main battle tanks. But Italy isn't just buying off-the-shelf equipment. There is a deep industrial strategy at play here. Through the Leonardo-Rheinmetall military vehicles joint venture based in Rome, Italy has ensured that 60% of the production, integration, and logistics will happen domestically, specifically at the La Spezia facilities. Future mass production units will even feature a new V8 diesel engine derived from Italy's own Centauro II. Perhaps the most interesting detail is the weaponry. While these first 4 units use Rheinmetall's Lance 30mm turret, this is only temporary. They will eventually be retrofitted with Leonardo's Hitfist 30+ turret. From Unit 18 onwards, the Lynx will be born as a true hybrid, a rugged German chassis with an Italian brain and firepower. When compared to its competitors, the Lynx KF-41 wins on pure modularity. For instance, Germany's Puma suffers from a cramped internal volume, while the Swedish CV-90, though highly successful, is reaching the limits of a design that is now decades old. The Lynx was built from the ground up with a digital-first philosophy. Its electronic architecture supports the seamless integration of active protection systems like Strike Shield without overloading the power grid. Strike Shield detects incoming projectiles and neutralizes them before they even touch the main hull, a must-have feature in a modern battle space swarming with suicide drones and advanced anti-tank missiles. Geopolitically, this move is a loud statement in the European theater of defense. By choosing the Lynx, Italy avoids the risk of a domestic development program that could take decades and suffer from massive budget overruns. They've shortened the timeline by adopting a mature chassis while maintaining full national control over the configuration. a strategy using one chassis for 16 different roles, from infantry fighting and air defense to mortar carriers and combat ambulances, will drastically slash long-term logistics costs. It's a lethal piece of efficiency in an era where geopolitical tensions demand high combat readiness on short notice. Italy also recognizes that future challenges aren't just coming from enemy infantry, but from the air and electronic warfare. Therefore, the planned variants cover specialized rules like reconnaissance and combat engineering, all sharing the same DNA. This means spare parts, crew training, and maintenance procedures will be uniform across the entire army. This is a massive rationalization of the fleet, considering Italy previously had to manage multiple different platforms that overlapped in function but differed in logistics. The financial impact is massive but calculated. The program is split into two phases, testing until 2029 and mass production starting in 2030. Compared to other programs like the British Ajax, which was plagued with severe technical issues, Italy seems to be taking a safer technical route while being aggressive in volume. Italy is building a rationalized, integrated land force where the Lynx will operate alongside the KF-41 Panther tank to form a devastating heavy division in the Mediterranean region. This strategy also sends a strong message to NATO. Italy is ready to carry its weight in collective defense with front-line technology. The arrival of these first 4 units is just the start of a wave of steel that will transform the Italian military. Combat experience over the last 2 decades has taught us that personnel protection and digital readiness cannot be compromised. The Lynx KF-41 is here to answer for the shortcomings of platforms that were pushed far past their prime. With a second contract for 30 more units planned for mid-2026, Italy is no longer just dreaming of a world-class armored fleet. They're building it, unit by unit, on a chassis ready for the wars of tomorrow. This modernization isn't just about pride, it's about the survival of soldiers in an increasingly complex and lethal battle space. With the industrial ecosystem growing in La Spezia, Italy is no longer just a buyer, they're a key player in the global defense supply chain. So, what do you think about the news above? Let me know.